I'm a little bit tired, you know. I wanna home.
You're gonna rest now. There's already a tweet gone out from you. Maybe I fight Moses Itauma as well. Is that true?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know because I wanna think what next.
Right, that would garner him, and give him the experience he needs to compete with Usyk. Right now, right, just not the time. I just think it's just too early. Okay.
Looking at fights to kind of get me into that later round because I feel like with Usyk, I've got a better skill set than him. But I feel like towards the later rounds, he'll just outdo me because I've never been in that sort of fight.
Oleksandr Usyk responded to Moses Itauma's bold callout following his knockout victory by acknowledging the young heavyweight's talent but emphasized his desire to take a break before making any decisions. Usyk stated that he will take time to carefully consider.
Right now, he's speaking with Joseph Parker.
This time I wanna
You wanna rip?
Yeah, I wanna
Congratulations, champ. You were absolutely incredible tonight. Did you enjoy that performance?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Listen, I'm very happy. I train hard. 3 months. I not look my family, my children. Now I'm a little bit tired, you know. I wanna home.
You're gonna rest now. There's already a tweet gone out from you saying maybe I fight Moses Itauma as well. Is that true?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know because now I wanna what next? What next? Who my next opponent? Because now I have time and think about my career and the next fight.
You're loved in Ukraine. I really do think you are loved by us here as well, and it showed tonight.
Thank you so much. I love you get good. It's a special fans, you know.
And you know the final thing, people are now going to start talking about you as one of the greatest of all time. That means something to you, to be one of the very greatest fighters and heavyweights of all time.
Thank you so much, bro.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor stirred debate on social media by tweeting, "White took a // dive. You can't convince me that kid can beat Usyk," casting doubt on Moses Itauma's knockout victory over Dillian Whyte and questioning his ability to compete with elite champions like Oleksandr Usyk. As fans debated whether Itauma's win reflected genuine dominance, promoter Turkey Usyk proposed a compelling matchup between Usyk and Itauma, calling it the ultimate showdown between an old lion and a young lion. Usyk symbolizes experience, refined skill, and championship pedigree, while Itauma represents raw power, ambition, and youthful hunger. The potential fight excites fans, as it poses the classic question of whether youth can overcome wisdom and
the Moses Itauma versus Usyk fight. That's the fight that he would like to make happen, as you guys just read in the caption. And let me counterpunch. I mean, that's I think that Turkey is looking for someone to beat Usyk, and Moses' name is just especially in his own personal interest. It's not Joseph Parker. I don't know what's the deal with Parker. I don't know why he doesn't like Parker. I mean, Parker to me is more like a Snow, because I mean, he gets in battles and he gets scrapes and bleeds and abrasions and battle scars, but he ends up victorious at the end of the day, right? So that's what Joseph Parker reminds me of. But I think that it should be in order. It should be in order to fight. I don't think that a guy with 13 fights is or should be awarded that type of fight. Now, if the fight happened, it would be Southpaw versus Southpaw. Old lion versus young lion. And I know Moses would jump on the opportunity of getting it, and he may get it. Depends on how bad does Turkey want it. Because if Turkey really wants this fight, if he really wanted that fight, he's going to offer enough money for Usyk to go in there. Because I think it's about Usyk and Moses. You know what I mean? And also, something else you have to factor. What Turkey wants, it's also, and it should be, about what the sanctioning bodies demand.
Moses Itauma has boldly claimed that his skill set is superior to that of Oleksandr Usyk, sparking intense debate given Usyk's reputation as one of the most complete fighters of his era, known for his movement, sharp combinations, and adaptability. At just 20 years old, Itauma believes his mix of speed, power, and composure can surpass even a seasoned champion like Usyk. While some critics view his statement as overconfidence, others see it as the fearless mindset of a new generation unafraid to challenge boxing legends.
If you want my honest opinion, I think if my skill set, if you're talking about my ring IQ and what I display in the ring, I feel like I am the best in the world, but I haven't displayed the later rounds. That's all what I kind of want to get ticked off. So my next opponent or opponents this year, we're just looking at fights to kind of get me into that later round, because I feel like with Usyk, I feel like I've got testing. I feel like towards the later rounds, he'll just outdo me, because I've never been in that sort of fight.
Many boxing analysts have voiced concerns about rushing Moses Itauma into a fight with Oleksandr Usyk, arguing that Usyk is a seasoned master of the sport who has faced a wide range of styles and top-tier opponents. With victories over some of the best heavyweights in the world, Usyk's ring intelligence and experience are unmatched. In contrast, Itauma is still in the early stages of his professional career, making such a matchup seem premature to many experts.
Which everybody, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is stating that he would love to fight with Usyk and Moses Itauma. That's the fight to be made. Me personally, I think it's too early in his career. At 20 years old, Usyk knows all the tricks of the trade. Usyk is very athletic. Okay, he's southpaw. He's slick. He knows how to buy time. He knows how to control distance and range. He has an extremely high ring IQ. I think that's a step too far for Moses Itauma right now, right? But this is what Turkey want to see, and obviously Moses has a puncher's chance. Okay, he has a puncher's chance to land a big punch on Oleksandr Usyk, he's bigger than him. Usyk is 6'3" with a 78-inch arm reach. So Moses is bigger than him, right? And he obviously has a puncher's chance.
Analysts point out that Moses Itauma's most notable win came against Dillian Whyte, who was considered inactive and past his prime at the time of their fight. While Itauma's performance was impressive, many argue that a single victory over a declining veteran isn't enough to warrant an immediate matchup with a generational talent like Oleksandr Usyk. Instead, they suggest it would be wiser for Itauma to gain more experience by facing active contenders closer to his age and skill level, such as Joseph Parker, before taking such a significant step up in competition.
78-inch arm reach. So Moses is bigger than him, right? And he obviously has a puncher's chance. But with that said, I just think that, that's a step too far. There's other names, that I can fight. Fight the likes of Joseph Parker, right? Big J, okay? There's names out there that he can fight, right? But that would, garner him, and get him the experience he needs to compete with a Usyk, right? But right now, it's just not the time. I just think it's just too early, okay? I think that, we need to allow this young man to grow, right? And then, we talk about Usyk. The problem is, Usyk is 39, 40 years of age.
Trainer Ben Davidson offers a different perspective, viewing a potential clash between Oleksandr Usyk and Moses Itauma as a unique opportunity for both fighters. He argues that the intrigue lies in the unknown. Neither man has shared the ring with the other, which adds an element of unpredictability. While Usyk is highly experienced, Davidson notes that he has yet to face a young heavyweight with Moses' specific combination of speed, power, and fearlessness. From his viewpoint, the fight wouldn't just test Moses' mettle but could also present Usyk with an unexpected challenge, potentially pushing the champion into unfamiliar and uncomfortable territory.
A tweet tonight or an Instagram post saying that they've been informed that Turkey wants to be Usyk and Moses next. What do you think about that?
Let's see. He's just had a big fight. I think,
Is he ready? Your opinion, just your opinion. Is he ready for?
I think it's one of them fights where it's a win-win. The experience that he gained from it, the opportunity to really, if Usyk was to box Dillian Whyte, people wouldn't say it would be a one-round job.
Derek Chisora has been blunt in his advice to Moses Itauma, urging the young fighter to avoid pursuing about with Oleksandr Usyk at this stage of his career. Chisora believes Moses is still too young and that targeting inactive or aging the right path for long-term success. Drawing from his own experience fighting top names in the division, Chisora warns against rushing into major fights without proper preparation. He suggests that Itauma would be better served by focusing on active contenders closer to his level of development, emphasizing that while fights against legends may bring short-term attention, they don't offer the kind of meaningful experience needed to build a lasting and successful career.